before I start, I just want the audience, inshallah, to imagine themselves speaking to Fatima al-Zahra, to remember Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam's life, her tragedies, and as if we're having a conversation with her. So I wrote a poem about Fatima al-Zahra and her struggles in life. It's something that's not really talked about too much. There are other areas which we focus on quite a lot, and I felt Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam deserves her life and her struggles to be remembered and felt by everybody. Wail, wail, wail. Wail silently into the night. O lovers of Fatima, do you wail silently into the night? Do you hold back your tears, remembering Fatima's plight? Do your eyes water, blurring your sight? Fatima, my dearest Fatima, how do I write? How do I write about you waiting for your father's return, knowing what state he'll be in? Fatima, did you hold back tears when your father returned with bruises and blood from the rocks they threw? How could you? How could you put on a brave face as you cleaned off the waste smeared on his clothes? Oh, the woes. Oh, the woes you went through. Oh, the days you must have seen, having to clean every day the garments he wore, for he swore he would help, rich or poor, and the hate more and more, and the hate more and more. Crushed by the door, the crack still echoes, loud, loud. The wealthiest woman in all of Arabia couldn't afford her shroud? Khadija the Great, think of their hate to your mother. Empress in her own right, what a sight. I feel it's a niche area to do English and spoken word in this area, in this field, and it'll be good to encourage other people who may be creative, maybe not wanting to do latmiyat or anashid, but don't want to do something. Then hopefully they can also carry on like me, inshallah. In your arms he would play, and you knew there'd be a day when he would have his own child in his arms, but not to play. Oh Fatima, what do I say? Your grandchild they'd slay, and his blood would spray. Baby Asghar wouldn't get a chance to play. The sorrows you endured won't go in vain, for we wail, we wail, we wail silently into the night. I think it's a fantastic endeavor by all those involved. It looks like it's a production value is very, very good, something I've never seen before, and inshallah this is just the first step to many more programs like this. So yeah, may Allah reward all of those involved and who put their hard work into this.
I was really happy that you started with the trials of Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam from a young age. Really well done. You allowed us to go on a journey with her, and there's many people who don't or sometimes neglect the trials that Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam went through at a young age. And you wonderfully expressed, her father coming home injured, the 5-year-old Fatima who becomes an orphan. Really well done. But what's your day job?
I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor, and I think you spoke like a doctor, but with a poem. And I think that's what really needs to change. I want you to show a completely different character to prescribing for you the following, or to tell you that you need this done, or you should go to this or that, but do this. No, I want to see something different. I think there's a stage that's big. Look how big the stage is. Look how big it is. You're a poet. You stood in exactly the same place the whole time. You take that mic off. Take it off. All right, now recite your poem again. And use the stage. Go on. Show me your character.
Wail. Wail silently into the night. O lovers of Fatima, do you wail silently into the night? Do you hold back your tears, remembering Fatima's plight?
Go on, doctor.
Do your eyes water, blurring your sight. Fatima, my dearest Fatima, how do I write? How do I write about you waiting for your father's return, knowing what state he'll be in? Fatima, did you hold back tears when your father returned with bruises and blood from the rocks they threw? How could you? How could you put on a brave face as you cleaned off the waste, smeared on his clothes, oh the woes, oh the woes.
Ahsant. So that was very, very different to the people. How did you feel walking around?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah? There you go.
Habibi, you are sweating now. Don't say it's good. The change, I can see the change. You are sweating in the second one. Look.
Coming onto the stage and starting really was the best moment, because you know when you start, then things sort of calm down and you're able to try and express what you've come here to do.
Doctor, thank you very much. MashaAllah, good poetry, good performance. But you know, each word has personality, each word has character in poetry. For example, when you say, "Great kingdom is trembling of my majesty," it's in theater actually, but you have to show it. Or when you say, for example, "I don't know how you did it," you have to, actually each letter or each word has personality, character, you have to show it. As Doctor mentioned, this is your stage, you have to just go here and there and show the personality, the character of each word. At the beginning it was good, you were taking us, each word has personality, but gradually it was a little bit dry for me. Thank you very much.
Sayed Mesam.
You have a lot of raw emotion. It's bottled up. Just try to, I think what everybody has said earlier is what you have to follow.
So,
Yeah.
very much well done. Round of applause. Thank you.
Life you gave.